Now, the captain of the ship is Lokesh Kanagaraj. Lokesh Kanagaraj shot to fame because of his two other movies. The first movie being Managaram, and the second being Kaidi. For Lokesh Kanagaraj, Kaidi was an experimental movie, but when it comes to Master is obviously Thalapathy Vijay and Makkal Selvan Vijay Sethupathi. Two big stars. It's a multi-star cast because the supporting characters are also very influential people. So, for a person like Lokesh Kanagaraj, there will be a lot of pressure on him because for him he has to show a movie where both the characters have equal weightage, and it shouldn't look like Thalapathy Vijay, that is JD's character, or either Bhavani's character is getting more importance. He has to bring the right amount of balance into the movie for the viewers to enjoy, for all the general audiences to enjoy. That is not just Thalapathy Vijay's fan or not just Makkal Selvan's fan, but everybody in general. So, when asked to Lokesh about the whole pressure thing, he just simply said that yes, I wanted to make a movie of my own style, but then I have to respect the expectations of the fans, of both, that is Thalapathy Vijay's fans and that is Makkal Selvan Vijay Sethupathiy's fan. So yes, if you would say the pressure was always there, but not the kind of pressure where you would think that no, I just have to make a movie that satisfies those fans. No, this was not just a movie that was 100% Vijay Sethupathi movie or a 100% Thalapathy movie. No, this was a 50% Lokesh Kanagaraj movie and 50% the actor's movie. Because Lokesh Kanagaraj has his own style. Lokesh Kanagaraj has his own way of writing. Because as you can see, has Thalapathy Vijay ever played a character this flawed? That he is a drunkard? No. This is a risk that even we have to applaud Thalapathy Vijay for taking up such a role, because his fan base has a very wide range. That is, every member of the family is a fan of Vijay. They all, from kids to elders. And when it comes to a character who is drunk, you might say that obviously kids don't want to see a character like that. We can't show our kids such a character that a hero is a drunkard. And other than that, he thinks that this is also a trial and error kind of a thing for him, where it is a 50% Lokesh Kanagaraj movie and 50% Thalapathy Vijay movie. Because down the line, if he was to make more movies, this movie would stand out, saying ki this is where he started with his experimentation of that 50-50 concept. Later down the movie, if this movie was accepted on a grand scale because of this experimentation, maybe he could try a 60% Lokesh Kanagaraj movie and a 40% Megastar movie without having to worry about upsetting the fan base. Yes, some might say that Vijay Sethupathiy's character and Thalapathy Vijay's character interact, that is, meet face to face almost at the end of the movie. Some might say this is wrong. They should have been met in the interval block itself. But again, I would bring in the plot. Like I said, Bhavani is a character that hides in the shadows and does everything. This is to be noted because I'm sorry to go into so much of detail. I don't want to reveal everything, but yet to explain this point, I will have to explain one scene where JD goes into a place which is considered the den of Bhavani. He infiltrates the place, and he, without knowing who is Bhavani, he plans to warn everybody that Bhavani shouldn't cross in JD's life, that he should leave the students alone. But without realizing who is Bhavani, he ends up holding Bhavani himself, and with holding a knife to his neck, throat, he tells others he is warning them, he is blackmailing them, he is warning them to stay out of his way. So like I said, that whole point of Bhavani being in the shadows was justified here because JD, the hero, the protagonist himself doesn't know who is behind everything. And it is justified. Why? that Bhavani and JD met in the end. That is almost close to the end at the climax. One more important thing would be, the last point would be the runtime. Some might argue that this movie should have been cut short maybe to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Some might say it should have been 2 hours 30 minutes, but surely not 3 hours. What Lokesh Kanagaraj believes that if you are he could have easily took out some portions. He himself agrees that he could have taken out 15 minutes of the whole movie off, and he could have cut short into 2 hours 45 minutes. But Lokesh Kanagaraj certainly believes that to explain a plot, you need that time. Some portions are necessary for that breather. They are considered the breathers. And yes, he does take up this criticism from people. He does take it in a constructive way, saying ki yes, I could have shortened the length, and I would make sure that his next movie, that is Vikram, he would try his best not to keep it for 3 hours long. And if you ask my personal opinion about it, I would still say yes, the movie was a bit long. It could have been shorter. Around 5 to 10 minutes could have been shortened. But having to get to see Thalapathy Vijay and Vijay Sethupathi for so long on the screen is itself a boon to me. And I don't have any other regrets to it. And I would still prefer to sit for 3 hours long. And I hope I have done justice by explaining the characters of the movie. That is being Thalapathy Vijay's JD character, that is Bhavani's character, even Malvika Mohanan's character, that is Charu. And I hope I tried my best to explain why certain things were done the way they were done in the movie by the director, the decisions that he took. And I hope that I didn't spoil it. I'm pretty sure I might have put out so much information that it would be evident for those who haven't watched the movie, and they would understand the whole story by just my explanation of it, I guess. But I hope I have done justice by explaining all of these points. And I would say ki there are many more points that I could discuss about it, but those are always connected to Lokesh Kanagaraj and not pertaining to this specific movie itself. So please like, share, comment, tell us what you thought about this whole video. And this wasn't a movie review, this was just talk. This was something that I have been thinking about the movie, which I wanted to share with you all. So please share, comment what you thought about this. I'm open to all criticisms, and let me know what kind of a job I have done and how, in what other ways can I improve, and we all can improve. And we have another video uploaded, which we would put it up here, that I portion, about the movie Tenet, which my friend Ishwar Mohan has talked about. And thank you for watching, and give us some suggestions on the comment section below. And that's all. Thank you. Meet you in another video.